Hi guys, today this is Mrs. Brewer and we're going to be reading one of my favorite books. We're going to be reading the book, it's called You Are Special by Max Lucado. Okay, You Are Special. Okay, the Wimmicks were small wooden people. All of the wooden people were carved by a woodworker named Eli. His workshop sat on a hill overlooking their village. Each Wemmick was different. Some had big noses. Others had large eyes. Some were tall and some were really short. Some wore hats. Others wore coats. But all were made by the same carver, and they all lived in the same village. And all day, every day, the Wimmicks did the same thing. They gave each other stickers. Each Wemmick had a box of golden star stickers and a box of gray dot stickers. Up and down the streets, all over the city, people spent their days sticking stars or dots on one another. The pretty ones, those with smooth wood and fine paint, always got stars. But if the wood was rough, or if the paint was chipped, the Wimmicks gave dots. The talented ones got stars too. Some could lift big sticks high above their heads, or jump over tall boxes. Still, others knew big words, or could la 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 sing pretty songs. Everyone gave them stars. Some Wimmicks had stars all over them. Every time they got a star, it made them feel so good. It made them want to do something else and get another star. Others, though, they could do little, so they got dots. Punchinello was one of those. He tried to jump high, like the others, but he always fell. And when he fell, the others would gather around and give him dots. Oh, I bet that hurt his heart. Sometimes when he fell, his wood got scratched, so the people would give him even more dots. Then he would try to explain why he fell, and he would say something silly, and the Wimmicks would give him even more dots. After a while, he had so many dots that he didn't want to go outside. Oh, I don't blame him, poor Punchinello. He was afraid he would do something dumb, such as forget his hat or step in the water, and then people would give him another dot. In fact, he had so many gray dots that some people would come up to him and give him one for no reason at all. Oh, poor Punchinello, his heart has to hurt. He deserves lots of dots, the wooden people would agree with one another. He is not a good wooden person. After a while, Punchinello believed them. I'm not a good Wemmick, he would say. The few times he went outside, he hung around other Wimmicks who had a lot of dots. He always felt better around them. One day, he met a Wemmick who was unlike any he had ever met. She had no dots, and she had no stars. She was just wooden. Her name was Lucia. It wasn't that people didn't try to give her stickers. It's just the stickers didn't stick. Some of the Wimmicks admired Lucia for having no dots, so they would run up and give her a star. But the star would fall off. Others would look down on her for having no stars, so they'd give her a dot. But the dot wouldn't stay either. That's the way I want to be, thought Punchinello. I don't want anyone's marks. So he asked the stickerless Wemmick how she did it. "It's easy," Lucia replied. "Every day, I go see Eli." "Eli?" "Yeah, Eli, the wood carver. I sit in the workshop with him." "Why?" "Well, why don't you find out for yourself? Go up the hill. He's there." And with that, the Wemmick who had no stickers turned and skipped away. "But will he want to see me?" Punchinello cried out. Lucia didn't hear, so Punchinello went home. He sat near a window, and he watched the other wooden people as they scurried around, giving each other their stars and dots. "It's not right," he muttered to himself. So he decided, "I'll go see Eli." He walked up the narrow path to the top of the hill and stepped into the big shop. His wooden eyes widened at the size of everything. The stool was as tall as he was. He had to stretch on his tiptoes to see the top of the workbench. There was a hammer as long as his arm. Punchinello swallowed hard. "I'm not staying here." And he turned to leave. Then he heard his name, Punchinello. The voice was deep and strong. Punchinello stopped. "Punchinello, how good to see you. Come, let me have a look at you." Punchinello slowly turned and looked at the large bearded craftsman. "You know my name?" the little Wemmick asked. "Why, of course I do. I made you." Eli stooped down and picked him up and set him on the bench. The maker spoke thoughtfully as he looked at the gray dots. "Looks like you've been given some bad marks." "I didn't mean to, Eli. I really tried hard." "Oh, you don't have to defend yourself to me, child. I don't care what the other Wemmicks think." "You don't?" "No, and you shouldn't either. Who are they to give you stars or dots? They're Wemmicks. They're just like you." "What they think doesn't matter, Punchinello. All that matters is what I think. And I think you are pretty special." Punchinello laughed. "Me? Special? Why? I can't walk fast. I can't jump. My paint, it's peeling. Why do I matter to you?" Eli looked at Punchinello. He put his hands on the small wooden shoulders, and he spoke softly. "Because you're mine. That's why you matter to me." Punchinello had never had anyone look at him like this, much less the one who made him. He didn't even know what to say. "Every day, Punchinello, I've been hoping you'd come." "Well, I came because I met someone who had no marks," said Punchinello. "I know," Eli said. "She told me about you." "Why don't the stickers stick to her?" The maker spoke softly. "Because she has decided that what I think is more important than what they think. The stickers only stick if you let them." "What?" "The stickers only stick if they matter to you. The more you trust my love, the less you'll care about their stickers." sure I understand. Eli smiled. You will, Punchinello, but it takes time. You've got a lot of marks. For now, come to see me every day and let me remind you how much I care. Eli lifted Punchinello off the bench and set him back on the ground. Remember, Eli said as the Wemmick walked out the door, you are special because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Punchinello didn't stop, but in his heart he thought, I think he really means it. And when he did, the first gray dot fell to the ground. And that is the end of this book. Boys and girls, I hope you know how special you are and how much you are loved. We love you here at Lincoln Elementary School, and we can't wait to see you back once school comes back in session. Have a good rest of your break.